will. Okay, Dan, let's change gears.
Okay.
Tell me all about your iPhone. What iPhone you got?
Yeah, so I brought this up before. I have the iPhone SE. It's my favorite. Here it is on YouTube. But it's back in stores and it's discounted for a short period of time. So the reason why I like the SE is it's actually in the iPhone 5 body, which means it's really small. It's not
Yeah.
honking in my pocket all the time. You can just slip it in, some shorts and go jogging. But it has the 6S internals. That means it's got the A9 chip. It's got 2 gigabytes of RAM. The camera is awesome. It's 12 megapixels. And this is an older phone. I mean, the original SE came out 3 years ago. And then they upped it a little bit with the RAM and stuff 2 years back. And that's when I bought mine.
Yeah.
Right now, you can get a new one in stores for 349 for the 32 gigabyte version, and the sale is actually for 249. So that's actually a pretty good deal, especially for a
Yeah.
new phone.
That's $100 off.
Yeah, it's
That's huge.
$100 off, and you can get the 128 gigabyte one for 299. So what an affordable phone! I think it's pretty cool. Here's the thing: Android phones, you're gonna get more bang for your buck for $200 if you got something like Huawei or
Yeah.
one of the phones that you'd get at Walmart. They have more RAM, they have more gigabytes, a little bit faster, but if you're sold on the Apple world, I am. I really like iMessage. It's just hard to give up that Apple ecosystem. Plus, I'm an app developer, so I have to have an Apple phone to have their games. Here's the thing, though, you can find even better sales because I bought this phone 2 years ago for $185 through AT&T,
That blows me
and
away. 108. Did you have to sign a contract to get
I
it
did,
for?
yeah, I did a
Yeah.
6 month contract, but I mean, it was like $40 a month, so it wasn't that bad. Then once I got out of the contract, I went to Mint Sim. They're only $20 a month for 8 gigs of cell 4G and
Wow.
unlimited talking and text. So as
20
soon as my
bucks.
yeah, $20 a month. So as soon as my contract was over after 6 months with AT&T, I bounced and went to to Mint Sim, which everybody should go do.
So if you're roaming with Mint Sim, like here in Canada, some of our cheaper telecom providers, they don't have the same coverage when you roam outside of city areas. So if I leave a metropolis area and I go into a rural area, then I start getting charged extra fees. Do you
Well,
find that with Mint Sim and some
no,
of these?
it's T-Mobile.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so it's I mean, I hear that Verizon has better coverage.
Yeah.
Verizon is actually the only cell phone network I've never used. I've used AT&T, I've done Sprint, I've done T-Mobile, and everything in between, but I've never tried Verizon. But people say if you're like driving in rural Utah or Idaho or Verizon's going to pick it up better.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was caught in a snowstorm in Montana on the way back from Christmas, and everything was whiteout conditions. I couldn't use my phone. I could not use my phone. And
Yeah.
one of the people that ended up saving me there was a trucker that pulled over and helped me out. He had a Verizon phone and it worked perfectly. So, it just might be worth the extra money if it saves your life if you're on a highway somewhere and you're not getting T-Mobile. So.
Yeah, you know what we should do in the future? We should do a show on all the different mobile options that are out there
Yeah,
and,
we could
you
do a
know,
Canada show, a US
yeah.
show. Yeah,
Yeah. It wouldn't be up to date because within a week there'll be changes. But
everything changes. That's right. But this is actually still a pretty good deal, even though I got an even more screaming of a deal 2 years
yeah.
ago. 249 for a 32 gig iPhone SE is pretty good. So I'd
Yeah.
snatch that up.
The Apple ecosystem's awesome and the way that the software is built directly for the hardware, it's fantastic.
Oh yeah.